Hi everyone, this is Darcy and today I'm going to talk about how to combine all your tools with microcurrent. So if you want to hear more about it, keep on watching. But before we get to this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And this video is going to be very long and I'm actually live, but on my lives I usually start talking about all the products, talk about everything, all the tips, and at the end we go to the chat. So if you watch this as a replay, I always make sure to put timestamps below so you can jump anywhere in this video, especially since today I'm going to talk about a lot of products, and this is a very requested question for you guys, and I know it can be confusing, so I want to deep dive today, and I'm doing this live in case you are watching this live. We can chat at the end in case I didn't answer any of your questions, but on this video, I'm going to introduce, or I'm sure, on this video, I'm going to incorporate a lot of the questions that I have gotten in the past, and I feel like it's going to be very comprehensive, so make sure to look at the timestamps and like this video if it's helpful to you. So now let's jump right in it. And my name is Darcy, and on my channel it's all about aging gracefully, being healthy and happy. So if this is something you like, I'm so happy you're here. I appreciate all of you and I love all your questions, and that's why I had this idea for this video, because it's a very common question. So let's start with what is microcurrent. On a nutshell, microcurrent is a type of technology, is a type of modality that has electricity that reaches your muscle and helps lift your face. And there's many different microcurrent devices in the market, and they vary for price, type of device, and also the way you measure microcurrent is from strength and waveform. So there's many different types of microcurrent in the market. One of my favorites is the FOREO Bear, which combines microcurrent and also T-sonic pulsations. There's also the Zip and also the MyoLift Mini and many other devices which I have reviewed on my channel. So if you're curious about microcurrent in general, I have a whole playlist of it so you can kind of go deep dive on all these devices and understand more how to use it, how to get the best results, because I have reviewed them and done tons of tutorials. Because on this video, I'm going to answer the question on how to combine microcurrent with your other tools that are behind me. And I also have reviewed all these tools in the past, so I have dedicated videos with before and afters on every single tool that I'm going to talk about it today, so you can also go reach into that video if you want more information about a particular product, because today is all about combining devices for even better results. So yeah, so all the information I'm going to talk about will work with any of your microcurrent devices. Any of them will work with these tips and combinations. Because truthfully, microcurrent, since you're training your muscles, in general, we always want to do microcurrent last because you want to leave your muscles on the trained positions, but there are some exceptions, and that's why I'm going to go into not just modalities on this video, but also tool specific, because some tools you can use with microcurrent for even better results, but not all the time you use microcurrent after. So make sure you check the specific tool on the timeline so you can jump there in case you are specifically asking about one of the tools. I'm going to have some of my tea, which I am drinking some matcha tea, so if my teeth gets green, I apologize. 1 second. It's been a marathon as usual, so if you hear sounds and noises, it's because my husband and my son are home. They went to the park. They promised they'll give me a little time, but who knows, you know how it is with family. But I'm happy to be here with you guys. I miss doing the lives. I'm still moving. I know I talk about moving a lot, but I'm trying to finish my move, and then will be a new set, and then I'm going to have more of a set schedule on my lives. So make sure to set the notification in case you want to join me on the lives, because now I kind of do the lives whenever I can. So let me start, since there's a lot of tools behind me, let's start with LED lights, which is right here. And I have two ones that I use very often. Hold on. Ooh. Sorry, 1 sec. Whoopsie. Oh, oopsie. Okay. Anyways, so LED lights is a type of light that goes deep in your muscle to help improve collagen, helps with acne, many different things. I also have tons of reviews with many other tools that I have talked about, but I'm going to talk about how to combine this with microcurrent, because in general, microcurrent, goes really well with all your tools. So that's why I'm doing this video, because it actually can improve the results from your tools and microcurrent. And LED light is something you can use to actually improve the results of your microcurrent, because LED lights go deep into the muscle, it kind of relaxes the muscle and prep for microcurrent. So whenever you want to use LED lights with microcurrent, you want to use LED lights before microcurrent and then follow up with your microcurrent at the end. And one of the lights that I love combining with microcurrent, depending on the time I have available, is the Cure mask, which is only 5 minutes. So whenever I'm in a hurry and I want to combine microcurrent with LED lights, I will use the Cure mask, which is a really good mask. Again, all the tools I'm talking about, I have full reviews, so check the timestamps if you want more info on each tool. So the Cure one is only a 5-minute treatment, which is very convenient when you are combining with other tools. But a Dora mask is a very deeper treatment. I mean, they're both very good quality masks and they have very good, lights, and they will give you results, either one of these. But the Adora one has 11 settings and all the light colors that you can imagine, but is a 20-minute treatment. So I like to include this one because it doesn't have, my other lights don't have the type of colors it has, and I have a whole review on the Adora, and I've been putting to the test on some settings that I haven't tested. So it has 11 settings, but it's a 20-minute treatment, so you can combine with microcurrent, but just keep in mind it will add a little bit to your treatment. But if you have the time, it is totally worth it. I highly recommend including LED lights, any of the ones you already have, or if you're interested on the ones I have reviewed, check out the timestamps below. But it's really, really good to improve collagen, even increase the ATP, because LED lights also helps to increase the ATP, which is the energy of the cells. So by using LED lights before microcurrent, you are also improving your lift because it's preparing the muscles, and the muscles will get nice and warm and more relaxed. So when you add your microcurrent, you will get a better lift, and also you double on the ATP production because also microcurrent increases your ATP. So you get more glowy, more lifted skin. So if you have your LED devices, make sure you are combining them with microcurrent for even better results. So that is a very good one. And at the end, please, if you're joining in, so happy you guys are here, make sure you put your comments on the chat, and we're going to go to the chat at the end. Another tools that I have been talking about recently, which is amazing to combine with microcurrent, is devices that help with your fascia. And fascia is something that is really important to understand when you are using microcurrent, because microcurrent moves, lifts your muscle. But fascia is between your muscle and your skin. A good way to think about fascia is almost like a net. You know, when you have those net stockings, you have that kind of a net, and it's all over your face and skin. Sometimes if you're having a hard time getting the results that you have with microcurrent, introducing a fascia tool will really give you amazing results because you will be releasing the fascia. And when you come and do the microcurrent on top of it, you will get an even better lift. And the way to use these tools, this is the Anma by Jane Mann. And this one, I forgot the name. It's Fascia Blaster. And either one of these will work because those little fingers here are perfect to get in between your fascia. And when you do fascia work before your microcurrent, you have to use very gentle pressure, and I like to do it when I have already either the microcurrent serum or the microcurrent gel, because you want it to be able to slide well. And it seems a really simple thing to do, but it gives you a huge results for your microcurrent. And especially if you're not getting the results you want and you're an older person, you might have a lot of fascia tightness, and doing this will improve your results. I don't have a tutorial on fascia, but I have an amazing friend which has a great tutorial, and I actually learned from her how to do fascia. Her name is Jen, but her channel is Aloha Jen Beauty Blog, and I will put that on the description box below. I highly suggest her tutorial. She has, I actually use her tutorials to do it. I might end up doing a tutorial on my channel, but I kind of keep it very simple with fascia. Basically that's what I do. I kind of put my thing and then just kind of do this, or you can do these movements here. If I'm doing my jaw, I do it like that, or if you're using this one, you do it like that. But there are many different techniques, so make sure you watch her video and support her channel as well, because I've learned from her, and also Jane Mann, which created this product, which is amazing. She is also an esthetician and very, very knowledgeable. She invented this tool, and she does very deep dives on fascia, which I didn't know about it, and it's also something that you can do to improve your results from microcurrent, and combining them together will give you huge, huge benefits. So make sure you check the video. I also always put the links to all the videos I talk about on this channel, on my lives or on my videos, on the description box as well. So make sure you check that out so you can combine those massage tools with your microcurrent. Another massage tool that you can combine with microcurrent is a Gua Sha. And I love this one from Sama. And this one is a newer one that I've been testing. It's a Bayan stone. And this one actually combines Gua Sha with heat therapy, also LED lights and infrared. This is a really cool tool, guys. And it's actually pretty affordable. You guys can see here, you have the controls. I haven't done a full review on this yet. I mentioned on previous videos, I'm gonna turn it off, but I would probably have I have a reel on it. If you guys wanna watch that, I'll leave the reel on the description box below. But I will also, like I have a YouTube short on it, but I will have a dedicated video on this because it's a really cool tool and it's pretty affordable. And I love that it combines so many technologies. It combines the Bayan stone, which by itself is a very powerful stone, which gives you a lot of health benefits, and combines it as a Gua Sha technique with infrared, warmth therapy, and vibration therapy. So this tool is amazing to also help release your fascia. Differently than the Anma, because it doesn't have the little fingers, which this one helps go in between the fascia fibers, but this one will also help to release the fascia, and I definitely recommend. So I have links on all the products on the description box below if you want to check it out. It's very affordable, but I also have a coupon code on everything, so you can save some money and also help support my channel. So I really appreciate it. But I will have a whole dedicated video on this, and also on Sama, which has amazing products. But this one is something that I've been really enjoying to use, and is really good to combine with microcurrent, because you want to do this before to help release the fascia, relax your muscles, and this gives you an even better result since it also combines with LED lights, which, as I mentioned, also help with your muscle and collagen production. So, or if you just have a regular Gua Sha, you can use that too. I'm just mentioning this one because it's sort of like a Gua Sha, more advanced version of a Gua Sha, and also pretty affordable. But if you have a regular Gua Sha, which I do have it, I don't know what it is, it's definitely really good. I actually have done a full tutorial on Gua Sha massage on my channel years ago, and I'll put that video on the description box below so you can see the movements. But it's pretty simple. You kind of just go, you know, Gua Sha really means like a scraping technique. It's actually Chinese technique and is really ancient. And I used to do it a lot more often when I was younger, and it really helps to release your muscles, help to release wrinkles, and if you do it consistently, it really helps your circulation. It has many, many benefits. But this one is really good since you combine other technologies and the Bayan stone. So I highly recommend. So if you're using your regular Gua Sha or the Sama Gua Sha, always do before your microcurrent. So highly recommend. I'm kind of jumping into different products right away because, again, it's how to combine. But if you want any information about deeper dive on each product, I will have all those videos links on the description box below so you can get more information about each one. Because since I have a lot to talk about, I'm kind of going quickly on each one. So let me talk about EMS. Because EMS, which I have reviewed this device, this is the EMS Shot by Medicube, which is a very strong current. And there's a difference between EMS and microcurrent. I also have a video about it explaining in detail the difference, but in a nutshell, these are electrical currents. It's electrical therapy. They both use electricity, but the difference between the EMS is that it's stronger current and a different type of waveform, that it doesn't just affect your muscle, but it signals your brain to contract. So EMS will have a contraction, and microcurrent is more a gentle electric current that mimics more your regular electricity, because we have electricity on our molecules, on our body. So microcurrent is a lot more gentle. So microcurrent should not twitch because that means it's too strong. But EMS will twitch because it gives a different signal to your brain, just like when you're exercising, you are contracting your muscle. So this will be a lot stronger than microcurrent. So I suggest EMS for bigger areas. You can use this one on your body, and I love this one for the jawline because honestly, I find that EMS gives me the best results for my jawline and lower face. I don't particularly like EMS for the forehead, and you don't want to go on the eye area, but you can do it like this area here, but I don't like it. I find that I actually get results on my whole face, even when I just do the jaw, which I haven't done in a while since I'm testing another tool, but I miss it. This gave me the best jawline of my life and also helped with my double chin, which is kind of back, but I will talk more about it because I want to get back on this tool, but I'm reviewing, which I'm going to mention today, the other tool I'm reviewing right now, which is really good. But so far, this one, if you are somebody that have been doing microcurrent, but you're not getting the best results on your jawline, meaning you are like a lot older, and you're finding that you're not getting a lot of lift on the jawline, I suggest try this particular one, EMS, because it's not just this particular tool, is one of my favorite tools, no joke, because of the actual shape of the probes and how it hugs this so good, which actually works to also release the fascia. And I think that's why it also gives you really good results, because it rolls in. I love this one. I miss it so much. And if you watch my video, you will know why. I feel like my jawline was snatched with this one, and I've used many other microcurrent tools, which I also love. You know, the MyoLift. The MyoLift, you can kind of go into more of a detail here for the jaw, but honestly, the MyoLift didn't give me as much for my jawline than this tool. So I have some people that comment on the MyoLift review, like they're not getting as much results for the jawline. If you're somebody that are having, you know, not as much lift on your jawline through microcurrent, you should try combining microcurrent with EMS. And the way to combine it, sorry by the long introduction of EMS, but it's truly, this one is truly amazing. So if you want to combine microcurrent with EMS, you would alternate days. I wouldn't do them on the same day because, again, this is a very strong current. So this device, truthfully, you can use it twice a week, 3 times a week, and combine it on the alternate days that you do microcurrent. So you don't do it together. You do it on alternate days, and will give you a good, amazing results, especially if you use a microcurrent on the rest of your face. Because this one you can use on the rest of the face, and it will give you a nice cheek lift as well. But I only recommend this mostly for the lower part of your face, and for the rest of your face and eyes and, you know, more delicate areas, microcurrent. Not just, you know, I'm not saying the Bear is just easier to hold, but you can use the Bear or the Zip or the MyoLift Minis. Any microcurrent device will work well with EMS. There are other EMS devices in the market, which I'll talk about it today as well. But this one, by far, is the best for jawline, carving, and also double chin. Highly recommend this one. So if you are combining with microcurrent, do it on alternate days. So highly recommend. So that one is the EMS shot from Medicube. While we're talking about EMS shot, which is also, you know, an EMS technology, I'm going to talk about this device, which combines EMS with also radio frequency. So the Lumo by EvenSkyn, still an amazing device. I reviewed this a long time ago, and I had amazing results for my turtleneck and also for the jawline. But the Lumo, I found that it worked a lot better for my turtleneck than the jaw. It did tied up my jawline, but I found that this, I think again, because of the shape of the probes, if you are really wanting contour jawline, the EMS shot by Medicube. But if you are somebody that has a lot of neck sagging or face sagging in general, the Lumo, because I definitely saw the most results on my turkey neck, which doesn't look it right now, but it's kind of back, which I, you know, want to go back on it. And I'm probably going to do a neck challenge next, guys, because my neck is in need of some help. I've been kind of lazy on it. I've been testing the other device I will talk about in this video, but I kind of, some days I don't use it on my neck. I don't know, I'm so lazy with my neck, guys. So I feel like I'm going to do a neck challenge, so that way I get motivated to use some of the tools and amazing tools that I have reviewed before that do work if you use it. And that's what is important. I'm talking about different tools to combine with microcurrent, but I'm not saying you need everything to have a good face. I'm a review channel, so I'm very fortunate to be able to review these tools for you guys. But the most important thing is to use it. And I also fall into the same trap of, I have amazing tools, but if I don't use it, you lose it. And my turkey neck is back, and I definitely want to do a neck challenge. Comment below if you would like a neck challenge next, because I want to address my tech lines and my double chin that's back, and also the turkey neck, which is totally back, guys. Like that one. Anyway, so this one, if you watch the video, you can see how it made an amazing difference on my turkey neck. And And you can use on the rest of your face too. Even though it's EMS, I find that this is a different type of EMS than the EMS shot, than the Medicube one. They're very different ones. I do find that this has a different type of electricity. And I mentioned that before, even with microcurrent, there's something called waveforms that makes each device a little unique. Most of the microcurrent devices will do a facelift, but not all devices will address sagging or wrinkles. For example, the Zip has different waveforms that will address fine lines or wrinkles as well as plump your skin. And the MyoLift Mini also has 2 different waveforms that will address lifting and also wrinkles. So you gotta kind of look at each microcurrent tool as you have. But I'm mentioning this because I find that it works the same with EMS. Different type of waveforms give you different results. And this one, I find that, again, lifted my jawline like no other. And the Lumo, I find that is a different type of EMS that you can use closer to your eyes and forehead. I would use Lumo more than I would use the EMS shot, because I find the EMS shot too strong, even on level 1. Even though it's supposed to twitch, I don't really like doing close to my eye. You can, and some people had amazing results. I just prefer for the lower face, especially since I have so many other devices. I find that I can kind of have a preference. But again, definitely for jawline, that one is the best. This one will work for your jawline too, and also for your turkey neck and the rest of your face. And this one combines different technologies. It combines radio frequency with EMS and many other things. I have a whole review on the Lumo, so I think it has like 9 features, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I still love it. I feel like it's still a very good device that I had. You know, when I use it consistently by itself, so you can see my before and afters, I had amazing results for firming and plumping. And again, I'm a review channel, so I do have to, whenever I review other products, I do stop the tools. But this is a tool that if you want something easy, you don't want to fuss with too many devices, is a good idea because it has everything in one. So when you're doing when you're doing the EMS, you are combining with radio frequency, which will be the next device I'm going to talk about. Radio frequency is a type of technology that uses heat to go deep into the skin layer and helps with collagen production, plumping, and combining with EMS, you're combining the technology of lifting your muscle with also collagen production. So this one is kind of like an all-in-one tool, but it is strong. So watch the video because I talk more about it. So anyway, so the same goes to like the EMS shot as far as how do you combine a microcurrent. Is actually really good to combine a microcurrent, especially if you don't like the feeling on your forehead, which can be a little prickly. You can combine the Lumo with with microcurrent. Again, in alternate days. The Lumo is very strong, so you kind of use the Lumo twice a week or 3 times a week if you like. And you would use microcurrent on the off days. So you would not use them in the same day. You would kind of alternate if you have the Lumo and any of the microcurrent devices I've mentioned on my channel. That's how the best way to do it. So that way you're not fatiguing your muscle, which is a real thing. You don't want to overdo it. You want to give some time and some space for your muscle to recover. So alternating them, or even, you know, giving a space in between could be a good idea. But I found that even if you use this twice a week and on off days use microcurrent, you still get amazing results. But don't use them together because it's too much for the muscle. You want to leave the muscle some time to rest. And I actually had that problem, which I'll mention right now. A long time ago, I kind of was so in love with microcurrent a long time ago when I first started using that I thought more was better. And I was like, I want to do multiple times a day. And actually, the next day I woke up and my face looked tired and I look sort of like I haven't slept. You can get muscle fatigue, so it won't damage your muscle. It will not do that. But I definitely want to let you guys know, you want to alternate and give some time for your muscles. Just like when you go to the gym. If you go one day to the gym and you overdo it, you get soreness and then you will not be able to go the next day. So pay attention to that. More is not better. And that's why this video is here, to kind of help you navigate the world of amazing tools so you can get the best results, because more is not better, but using them smartly will save you time and give you better results. So if you are combining the Lumo, which it is, you know, a combination of EMS and radio frequency with microcurrent, alternate days in a nutshell. Sorry about rambling, and it's a live video, so I may ramble a little, but I want to share, you know, the tips and information. And if you want more information about the Lumo, check out the Lumo video, because I have before and afters from using the Lumo by itself. Same thing with the Medicube EMS. That way you can kind of see which kind of results you can get with those different tools. So now let's talk about radio frequency by itself, which is an amazing technology that goes deep in your skin layer and heats up the skin layer to produce collagen production. And I love radio frequency. I find that, I find it an amazing technology, especially if you are on your 40s and older. You can use it if you're younger, but you also have to, you also have to be aware of your needs. And I find that microcurrent, and that's why I'm doing this video on combining microcurrent with your other tools, because I find microcurrent very universal. I find that anybody with, any age level of, of course, not somebody too young, but on your late 20s, you can start microcurrent and you get amazing results. And as you get older, you will find that combining tools are better, because as you get older, we lose a lot of collagen, which I have a video talking about it very, very in detail of how much collagen we lose, especially as we get close to menopause. We lose it like right away, like 30%, guys. And that's why as we get older, we find that just microcurrent may not do the trick. And in that case, means you may need to combine with some other tools. And that is okay, but that, again, that goes from different person. So I find as you get older, radio frequency is an amazing tool to introduce with microcurrent to address the collagen loss, the loss of plumpiness, and as we get older, we also lose muscle mass as well as fat pads. So we start looking more of sagginess and the actual plumping of the. So you think about plumpiness and volume, think of collagen. So this is something that you can combine with microcurrent to get even better results. Oh, sorry, I accidentally pressed this on. Which this one, I'm going to talk about briefly about these tools, which I also have reviews on my channel. So make sure you check that out. This is the Nebulyft, which I have two types of Nebulyft devices. The other one is in my drawer. They're both amazing. And the Nebulyft device is a radio frequency that is very, very gentle, and is the only one that you can actually use for any skin tones, any skin qualities, and any skin colors, because it is a very gentle microcurrent, but it's a very gentle radio frequency that you have to use it daily for 10 minutes, but you can use at any skin color. The NEWA is an amazing radio frequency device that I also have very surprising photos from my 30-day use. And I love the NEWA so much. I still love it, but the NEWA is not advisable for certain skin tones and skin colors, because radio frequency, guys, because it heats up the deep in your layers of your skin, it uses heat. It can actually, if you have darker skin tones, you're more prone to hyperpigmentation. So if you are somebody, older and have a darker skin tone, the only device radio frequency that you can use is the Nebulyft, and I wouldn't suggest using any other radio frequency devices, because they're not good for darker skin tones, because they will stimulate hyperpigmentation in darkened skin tones. I did not get any hyperpigmentation on, I'm prone to hyperpigmentation and some damage, but I didn't get any extra ones from using the NEWA. But if you have like melasma, also is good to stay away from the NEWA, since it gets too hot and it can stimulate melasma. So it is something to be aware of when you're researching your tools and researching the modality. Look into tools, indication and contraindications always. So these are amazing tools. Any one of you get from them. And the Nebulyft also just released a new tool, which I haven't tried yet, that looks amazing. So the main difference between those two is that this one you have to use daily for about 30 minutes for at least a few months, and then you can go into maintenance mode and use about twice a week to keep your results. And I did keep my results, guys. When I did this one, the NEWA, you can gain up to 4 years of collagen, which is scientific. They have a lot of great scientific research on their site. So true. If you look at my face, so plump and so like renewed, and I still haven't lost the collagen I gained with the NEWA, because again, I'm testing devices that stimulate collagen, so you will not lose your results, but you gotta keep using it. Anyway, and the Nebulyft, the difference is that you have to use it 10 minutes a day and you don't go into maintenance mode. So if you decide to go with the Nebulyft as a radio frequency, keep in mind you're going to have to keep using it every day. But it is pretty quick and easy. So I have a full review on both Nebulifts. This is the more expensive one, but honestly, the other device of the Nebulyft is as good. And it's just a matter of, this one being big. Anyway, I have a whole review comparing them too, if you're interested on. This one is stronger, but either one of the Nebulyft devices will give you great results for, you know, radio frequency. And I'll definitely start using the Nebulyft again after I'm done with other reviews, because it is something that it kind of fits in a very you know, busy skin routine. But I love my NEWA. I still love it, and I do miss using it, this one too, but I'm a review channel, so I kind of have to stop because I don't want to use everything at the same time, so I can be honest with you guys which kind of results you can get. Now that I'm at a point in my channel that I have reviewed so many, I'm starting to combine tools, but I always tell you what I'm using. But when I do tools that I haven't talked about, I stop everything, so that way you guys can see a true result from that specific tool. But it's really good to combine tools, as you guys have seen on my recent lives, to get even better results, especially as you get older. We need bigger guns. Anyway, so yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about the Nebulyft. The button is really sensitive. Anyway, so combining radio frequency with microcurrent. Because microcurrent actually lifts your muscles, radio frequency heats up deep in the layer, you want to use radio frequency before microcurrent. And that will give you even better results, because radio frequency will help prepare your skin, prep your skin to get even better lift. So if you are combining radio frequency with microcurrent, use it before. Sorry, I kind of talked a lot about the differences of radio frequency, but you know, I figure out you also have those questions too, so I'll address them. So yeah, radio frequency, amazing with microcurrent, highly recommend. And the Nira laser, which I am so in love. I have gone into sort of like a maintenance mode of my eye hood lifting challenge, mostly because of moving and being busy. So I'm using the FOREO UFO right now with the Nira laser for my eye hood lifts, and I already seen so much firmness from using the Nira laser. The Nira laser, you use it every day for about 3 months to really get firming and collagen production, and is, you know, FDA cleared for the eye area, and is a laser that also uses heat to go deep into the skin layer to promote collagen production, you know, smooth your fine lines. I'm only using the Nira laser right now on my hoods to help to thicken the skin as well and help with the lift. So the way you combine the Nira laser with microcurrent is using it before, because again, it heats it up, it preps your skin, and it does something different than microcurrent. So you can totally use them together for an even better lift, especially if you're older and you have a lot of crepiness and thinning, because I will have another, probably do 3-month result of my eye hood lifting challenge as opposed to weekly, because that way you guys can see more of a dramatic change. But make sure you check out my eye hood lifting challenge, because you can see weekly what it did by using this tool together. And you can see from this video as well that my eyes are just so much more lifted. And if you watch that video, you can see this is a lot less crepey and more firm and more lifted. So using the Nira laser with any microcurrent device will give you the best lift for these hoods, because there's nothing really that you can use on this delicate area. Like, you have to be really careful. There's a device that just came in the market, a radio frequency for this area. I haven't tried. A long time ago, I did try a radio frequency for my eye area, which I still have the device, and I may talk about it on a future video about devices that did not work for me. Because, and that's why I'm so scared of radio frequency. You don't usually use it on the eye area, but there, you know, there's different technologies right now. But so far, I trust the Nira. I never had a problem using on the eye area. It's FDA approved. And I have many tutorials on my videos, on my channel, so you can check them out. But radio frequency, the ones I talked about, you do not use on the eye area. Just a warning. So the device I have, which is, it was supposed to be for the eye area, caused me an eye damage. And I still have it. It's like my eyes get extremely dry, and happened when I used that device. It was a long, long time ago. I don't even know if they make that device anymore, but I may do a video in the future about the device that didn't work for me, and that's why I kept it. So it's always good to be really careful when you are using devices on this area. Make sure it's FDA cleared. Don't buy anything like on, you know, on Alibaba. You know, be careful, because you can really damage your eyeballs if you use a device, and I did. I have extreme eye dryness that tends to get like it painful sometimes, you know, feels like I have sand on my eyes, and I didn't have that before I used that radio frequency. So that's why I'm a little scared of trying devices. There's one that just came in the market. I'm waiting a little bit to see the reviews before I test out for you guys. I don't even think it's cleared in the US yet, but But I wanted to introduce this part because the only one that I can trust to use on this area is the Nira laser, and it works really well. But all the other devices they talked about for radio frequency do not use in here. They're not cleared for this area. The new Nebulyft, they just came up with a new Nebulyft that is more targeting for the eye area, and I think that one is also FDA cleared for the eyes. I will try to review that one in the future and give you a feedback on it. But if you use, the Nira laser, before microcurrent. But be careful with anything on this area. Read your instructions, read the contraindications so you don't do what happened to me and actually get eye damage, which I did. Anyway, so now let's talk about, the ORALIFT. Oh my God. I love, love, love this device, guys. It's very, very unique. What is the ORALIFT? The ORALIFT is a device that you actually use inside your mouth, and it helps to do something that none of these devices can do. It helps to actually lift your muscles too, and also shift your bones to a more UFO position. I know it sounds crazy, but it does work because it creates a space in here on your jaw, and everything kind of goes back to where it was. And you can see on my previous videos, my face was a lot more squared out because as we get older, our faces start getting more wide, and that's normal. Again, we lose bone mass, we lose fat pads, and that's just life, and it's okay. But if you have that issue, especially if you are somebody that's older and you're using microcurrent and you're finding that it's not helping with your jowls, if you're using EMS, it should be stronger for the jowling area, as I mentioned. But if you're also using EMS and it's not working, what it means is that you may not have a lot of bone, also losing teeth. That also matters for this area. The ORALIFT will not shift your teeth. It's totally safe. It's created by a doctor. All it does is create a space in between here, in between your jawline. That helps to shift the bones back to a more UFO position, what it was. It will not change your face shape. It will go back to what it was. And on my ORALIFT video that I did when I used the ORALIFT by itself for 4 months, I have my before and after from 10 years ago. And it's happening again. Like if you see my eye hood lifting or my videos, you can see my face is more V-shaped now. And before it was getting a little more squared. And it's not gaining weight. It's the physical shape of the face. Because, that's the way it happens when we get older. Our face get wider. So it's very unique on that feature because none of these tools would do that. None of these tools will address bone mass. So this one is really good, especially if you have TMJ or you grind or you have, a lot of pain, on your jaw. This is unbelievable. So I have a whole review. So make sure you watch it. And I'm recently combining the ORALIFT with microcurrent on my eye hood lifting challenge, which also helps to lift your eyes. And basically, I'm going to show briefly how to use the ORALIFT and then, continue. So you put it on your mouth. And then you close your mouth, and the whole goal is that your top teeth should not touch this little yoga block. And with time, it will get, more and more comfortable. In the beginning, it will touch, but you only use every third day for 4 months, and then you stop for 4 months, and then you use it. So it's kind of something that you have to incorporate in your lifestyle and kind of use it forever, but it does help to go back to what your bone structure was, which is really, really cool. And it helps with posture and other things as well. And it does lift your eyes as well. By itself, it will give you a facelift. It's called a dental facelift, which you can see my original photos on the ORALIFT video to see, which kind of results you can get. And I actually wasn't even that consistent, and I did get results. I'm happy I'm back using it, and I feel like it definitely improves the results of microcurrent. So if you are using the ORALIFT with microcurrent, you use the ORALIFT before microcurrent. That way you can help to relax the muscles, prep the muscles, since you kind of are stretching your muscles a little bit with the ORALIFT to do your microcurrent session. But you don't use it every day. Use every third day, morning and night. You can start with 3 minutes, and you can use it up to 1 hour, twice a day, every third day. If you want more information about it, check out the playlist. So I talk about a lot. I have tips and lots of information on the ORALIFT, but it's very unique. And if you are somebody that's older and you find that you're not getting results you want with microcurrent, again, it could be related to actually the bone loss and the way the face is sagging is shifting. So maybe a good idea to combine with ORALIFT to see how, you know, the improvement, because it will definitely improve a lot combining together or by itself. But I like combining with microcurrent because microcurrent, you can do more detailed work. You know, you can specifically choose a position that you want the muscle to be, and the ORALIFT gives you an overall lift. So highly recommend using them together. If you're using with the ORALIFT, use the ORALIFT before your microcurrent every third day, and you will definitely see improved results from your microcurrent sessions and the ORALIFT. So highly, highly recommend. I love it. Now let me talk about I know it's a lot of devices, that's why I'm kind of like vamping through it. This is the AirShot device by Medicube, and I reviewed this one before, which I stopped using it because I'm reviewing another device. As you guys know, I don't use it all together. This one is amazing for pore size and also wrinkles, but the main thing about this device, it basically is like a microneedling device. It creates channels on your face to open up channels, so when you put your serums on top, they get more deep absorption, even 500% absorption. So it works sort of like microneedling, but without the needles. And if you see my skin on the video that I was using this consistently, my skin looks like so good. I still feel like my pores are tighter, but obviously, you know, if you're not using something, you know, our pores as we get older, they get enlarged. So for pores, I find this one the best. But this really works well with whatever skincare you're using. So this also depends on the skincare you're using, just like microneedling. But microneedling, you make more of an abrasive, you know, needle on top. And this one, you don't have any downtime or anything like that. So it is a very unique tool, as the only tool that does this that I know is this one. And this tip also kind of works with microneedling as well. This tool is very powerful. So if you are wanting to use the AirShot device or microneedling with microcurrent, I suggest you either do the microcurrent before or in a different day. Do not do the microcurrent after microneedling or after the AirShot, because it will hurt, because you are making channels on your skin. So even though you don't see the channels, you don't see the you know, the abrasion on your skin, this one doesn't give you any like redness, any downtime. It's there. So don't use microcurrent after the AirShot device, and don't use microcurrent after microneedling. So that is one of the exceptions to the rules that I talked about earlier. Microcurrent you should use before microneedling or in alternate days. And I wouldn't even suggest using microcurrent the next day after microneedling, because for me, I have sensitive skin. I'm still sensitive in the morning. So maybe give it a day in between even. So you either use it before the AirShot device or before your microcurrent or your microneedling, or wait a day in between to use a microcurrent again. That way you leave enough time for the channels on your face to close. I mean, you can do it, but it will be a little painful. You feel like your skin will be a lot more sensitive. So with the AirShot, I don't get any redness, but if you do the microcurrent after, you will feel the sensitivity because your skin, there's the channels are open. So the best thing to do with the AirShot device or microneedling is to use your serums, your skincare, and leave time for your face to heal. Again, this one, there's no downtime. It is cosmetic microneedling. And I mean cosmetic microneedling, because if you are combining medical microneedling with microcurrent, definitely wait a week. Medical microneedling is when you actually get blood on your face, like the needle goes really deep. This is more comparable to cosmetic microneedling, which is a smaller needle, more on your surface on the skin. Even though this goes deeper, I find that you can get pretty good results with this one for consistent use. But medical microneedling is a lot deeper. So just a side note, if you are combining microcurrent with medical microneedling, give it a few days. But if you combine a microcurrent with cosmetic microneedling or the AirShot device, do it before and wait a day in between. So that is my recommendation, but they definitely work really well together because they do different things. One works with your skin quality, pores, and wrinkles, and the other one lifts your muscles. So definitely recommend. I love this one. I miss using it as well. A device that I'm recently testing from Medicube, which I'll be doing a video pretty soon. And if you can see my face already, you can already see the results. It is hot in my studio right now, so I'm a little red, but I find that this one has been really huge on actually firming and And actually, even on the pores, I've been noticing some results. Not as much as the AirShot device. I find the AirShot target the pores more, but anyway, I'm rambling. This one is Medicube Ussera, and is a device that uses both high frequency as well as ultrasound. So this device is really, really powerful. You do not use every day. You use basically twice a week or even 3 times a week. I wouldn't use more than that. It's really, really powerful. It takes 7 minutes to do your treatment, and it helps to improve collagen production. You know, it says it helps with your pores and neck as well. I have been using it on the neck, but I kind of have been lazy. Sometimes I skip my neck, which I'll talk about on the full review with tutorial. I haven't reviewed this device yet. It's coming up probably by the end of this month, and I'll have tons of before and afters. I even had like before videos, but if you follow my channel and watching my lives, you probably have seen my skin, how much is looking plumper and more lifted. And this is all the device I'm using this month. I mean, almost a month now. I'm testing this one by itself. I'm using that on my face and neck, and using the microcurrent and the Nira on my eye area, because this one you do not use on the eye area. So it's just a disclaimer, so I can give you the results from this one. But this one is a technology I have never used before. Again, I mentioned is high frequency and ultrasound, which I don't have any devices that I have reviewed that use these two technologies, so it is very unique. So if you are to use the Ussera device, or, you know, I can't attest for the other types of devices like this one, because some of them can be really, really strong, and this one is really strong too. So watch out for those type of devices. This one is FDA cleared as well, has a lot of different clearance worldwide, so it is a safe device. It's not going to melt your fat or anything, but some of this technology can, so watch out if, you know, I'm mentioning this device in particular because I'm testing it out for you guys, but I can't speak for all the ultrasounds and radio frequencies in the market, so make sure you be careful with that. So this one seems pretty safe. I find that my face is looking plumper, and I'll have the full review. But if you are to combine this Ussera with microcurrent, you can use the microcurrent before the Ussera or after. They work really well before or after. In that case, even after is better, because this one will not actually, sorry, I'm a little losing track what I was saying. After. Use it after, because the Ussera also uses the heat to heat up the deep layer of your skin, does not lose the fat, so it preps your skin for microcurrent. So it's actually really good to use after, similar to radio frequency, but a different technology than radio frequency. Will help to stimulate the collagen, help to relax the muscle, heat up your face. So using the microcurrent after will give you the best lift and best results, but this one you don't use it daily, use it twice a week. So always use your microcurrent after you use your Ussera device. You can use it before too, but in general, microcurrent you want to finish last, because that's when you want to lift your muscle, train into the lift position. So highly recommend using it after. So I will talk more about this device, and I have a full review with tons of before and afters, and even video before and afters pretty soon. So keep an eye on my channel. Another device that I think it works, almost done guys, and then we're going to go into the chat. Another device that I find that it goes really well with microcurrent, doesn't have to be the Bear, you can use this with any of the microcurrent devices that I talk about on my channel. This one too, MyoLift is amazing, is the UFO. The UFO is kind of like a smart mask, and I'll have a full hacks on the UFO pretty soon, so you show you different ways you can use this. But I love this device. I still use it, and I had it for many years. It comes with a little mask that you can use from FOREO, but you don't have to use the mask. You can use it for your own skincare too, which I'll have the video soon. But the UFO basically combines different technologies, combines LED lights with warmth therapy, cold therapy, vibration therapy, T-sonic pulsation. So again, it helps to relax your muscles and prep your muscles for microcurrent, and also helps hydrate your skin, because it pushes the, you know, all the serums that you use with this deeper into your skin. So definitely use it for water-based serum to get the best results, and works really well to follow up with your microcurrent, since this one heats up the skin, relaxes your muscles, and also use LED lights. So if you're using the UFO with microcurrent, doesn't have to be the Bear, use it, the microcurrent last, and use the UFO before, and you will definitely see improvement on the hydration on your skin, since it makes all the ingredients push deeper. So I love this one. It's a really cool, quick pick-me-up, and I have a whole dedicated review on it as well, but I will do a FOREO hacks video soon, which I'm going to show you many different ways you can use this, which is still a device I recommend. So highly recommend. So that is more like hydration as well as I don't want to break my devices and try like to get them. This one is the Droplette, and the Droplette I have talked about on my channel before. I don't have a dedicated review on it, but I had this device for a long time. I actually bought the first one that came out, and this is the newer one that came out. The Droplette is a very high-tech device, also very unique. They use a mist and physics to help their products, their capsules, to penetrate deep in your skin, and they have capsules from very gentle retinols to, you know, they have the best one for the lips, which I have not been using, but I want to do like a dedicated video using the lip capsule just by itself, because recently I reviewed a device for your lips, so I didn't want to use them together because their lip capsule really helps to plump your lips. So that is coming up soon with the full review of the Droplette. The Droplette is a really good device for your skin. Just imagine your skincare on steroids, because you're kind of pushing the skincare deeper, but the only not so good thing is that you can only use it with their capsules, but it can also be a plus because their capsules are amazing and they're very high tech with the ingredients go deeper in your skin, so you get better results. I do love the Droplette. I did purchase the first one and even the newer one. They both work the same to really hydrate your skin and, you know, helps with hyperpigmentation depending on the capsule that you use. And a full review comes soon. But I find that it's a really good tool to use it with microcurrent because it's hydrating your skin, it's prepping your skin, and hydration also helps to get better results of microcurrent, guys, because it kind of helps with conductivity. As I mentioned on my microcurrent tips, when you have conductivity, the current penetrates the muscle deeper and that'll give you a lot of better results. So this is a great device if you have the Droplette to use it before your microcurrent to help hydrate, and when you use the microcurrent after, you're pushing ingredients even deeper. Even though this one is already pushing deeper in your skin will be a lot more juicy and prepped, and you get a lot better conductivity. So if you have the Droplette, use the Droplette before your microcurrent device, and I'll have a full review of it. And I have mentioned the Droplette in previous videos before on very unique devices. I still love it. I recommend. Do you need it? Is up to you, but if you have it, definitely use it because it does give results and works really well combining with your tools for an extra results from your skin, because again, a lot of the skincare that we buy on the stores don't go deeper in our skin. That's why I often prefer tools, because you get better for your money. Sometimes they have very expensive creams that I don't think is worth it because they're not really going deeper. So it's something to think about it. They still work, but then you have to use it for a long time, and for the money that some of those face creams are, I much rather spend on tools. And that's why when I share my skin routine, it's often involving tools, because I rather invest my money and my time on tools. But this one is kind of bringing the skincare into another level. So it definitely works. If it's worth it, is up to you. They're having many sales recently, and I'll leave the discounts codes, all, you know, the coupon codes and affiliate links on the description box below, and I'll keep updating this video because lately they've been having amazing discounts. You can even buy for like $99, and I bought mine when it first came out for like $400. So it's been really good. They've been doing great sales on it, and now you can use the Droplette with their app, which you can use it for lip plumping, eye plumping, like really, really cool. So I highly recommend, but definitely keep an eye on my channel. I'll have the lip review because it's one of my favorite ones. When I first used it, I even did I think I did a short on it. You can get instant results and long-term results for lip plumping, but I stopped using it because I was reviewing the LED light for the lips, which you can also watch the video, which really helps to plump my lips, and they're fine. By the way, on that video, I said on the LED lights video for the lips, I said that I didn't think like it helped with the volume. But guys, I've been looking in the mirror, my lips are looking more plump and more volume from the LED lights. But combining with this, I definitely feel like you give me like a lot more plumper, which I'll do a video on lip plumping for you guys and the tools that I find that really work. So keep an eye on it. But if you use the Droplette use before your microcurrent to hydrate your skin and to get even better results from your microcurrent. So that's, let me see, making sure I talked about everything. Yes, I think I talked about everything. If I didn't mention any tool, or if I have a tool, or if you have a tool that you want me to talk about that I didn't mention on this video, or if I forgot, I might have forgot some, I felt like I had more, make sure to comment below and I will make another video or mention on the live or answer your question. Now I'm gonna go into the chat to answer some of your questions in the chat. I'm so happy you guys are here. I may or may not include this if you want the chat on the replay. So if you're watching this and you want to chat with me, make sure you send a notification so you can come back when I do lives and come hang out with me. So now I'm going to go into the chat, hang out with you guys, answer your questions. But if you're watching this as a replay, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. So now let's go to the chat. Oh, guys, I'm so excited to be able to talk to you guys today. My husband is coming home, I guess. He's just calling me right now. So I'm going to answer some of your questions and I will talk until they get home, because if you have seen my previous videos, my son loves to barge into my life. So keep it moving. Yay, I caught a live. Thank you so much. Keep it moving for being here. Yes, I've been doing my lives lately, just whenever I can squeeze them in. But as soon as I move to my new location, it'll be a new studio, I'm going to set a live date and time weekly, so that way you guys can know when I'm doing lives, because right now I do the lives whenever I can. I just squeeze it in, or so I usually give like 2-3 minutes before I do a live. So I appreciate you guys being here, or when you see me live, if you come, I love hanging out with you guys and I love answering your questions. So thank you so much for being here. Hi, high frequencies, my matter. I like the FOREO Bear and Adoro combo. Yes, oh my God, the FOREO Bear and the Adoro will give you such a good result, because the Adoro has so many different lights. And I'm testing, by the way, high frequency. If you have the Adoro mask, check out the newer video that I posted on broken capillaries, which I'm testing the Adoro mask for broken capillaries. Again, the Adoro has the setting for broken capillaries that no other LED lights have. So that's the benefit of the Adoro mask, because it is a 20-minute treatment, but they do different things than the other LED masks. So if you don't have those issues, any LED mask would work, but it's good to know that that one has so many settings. And because it has so many settings, I'm testing them out for you guys, because a lot of people didn't even know it has a setting for broken capillaries. Obviously, you have to use for a long time to get results, so I'm testing it out. So keep an eye on it, high frequency. I will have, I had an introduction video talking about it, you know, the setting, and I'll put that in the description box below if you want to check that out too. And I'll have a after photo after I use it for a while, letting you know how long it takes to get those results. So I definitely recommend the Adoro mask. Forever Life is great. I love, 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 love your name. It just makes me feel so happy. So thank you so much for being here. Hi, good to see you. And be your authentic, be you, be authentic. Love that too. Neck challenge sounds motivating. Thank you. I definitely will be doing the neck challenge because I need it. Even though I'm testing an amazing device on my face, I don't know what's wrong with me. I get lazy. I do my face, even though the Ussera is like 7 minutes. I do my face and I was like, oh, when it gets to the neck, I guess because it makes me sticky when I put stuff on it. I don't know what's my deal. I just get lazy when it gets to my neck. And then I noticed the other day, like my face is looking so much better, but I'm not taking care of my neck. Even though I'm testing the device, which I'll mention on the before and afters, I probably skipped like 4 sessions on my neck for laziness. That's the only thing I can tell you, because I'm already putting the tool. Why not do it on my neck? I usually do it in the evening, so sometimes I'm sleepy and I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I go to bed and then tomorrow never happens. So doing as a challenge, I hope I motivate you and I'll get myself motivated, because then I need to do it for you guys. So you guys are my motivation. So definitely will be a neck challenge soon. So keep an eye on it for sure. Fascia KNW. What was the radio frequency device that you use on your eyes that you weren't satisfied with? That one is on my drawer. I don't think they make that one anymore. To be honest, I don't think, and maybe other people had the problem, but it's none of the devices that I have mentioned, and it's none of the devices that I have seen in the market. So I think that one, I forgot the name of it. I totally forgot the name of it, guys, but I will gather. Is somewhere under my drawers, and as I'm moving, things are just everywhere. So I have stuff on my new location, stuff here. So I will do a video for sure on devices that didn't work for me. So keep an eye on that too, because I think it's important to also share what didn't work. And that one, I only kept it because I want to warn you guys, but I haven't seen it in the market, so I think it might be not available anymore. I think I might have seen on eBay, but I will warn you guys which one. But it is none of the devices that are popular right now. So the ones that are in the market right now are pretty safe. And a lot of them, if you're buying the American versions or the ones that have, make sure you do FDA cleared or approved or submitted or have clearances. Hold on a second. I'm going to pick up my husband's been calling. Just 1 second. 1 second. Be sure. Hi, baby. I'm on a live. Is everything okay?
Yeah,
I'm almost done. Go ahead.
I'm just letting you know that we're coming home.
Okay.
Fascia didn't have the stamina to ride.
Okay. Yeah, you can come home. I'm almost done. By the time you get home, we should be done.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Yeah, my husband, I love my husband, but he's not very supportive of my YouTube. He kind of hates it when I do lives or videos. I wish he was more supportive. I love him, but he just feels I'm wasting my time. Because I want to go full-time on YouTube eventually, guys, so I can kind of, you know, have a good income. Right now I don't. I make some small commissions from the products I talk about. I only talk about products, as you guys can see, that I tested before and after. So I'll never do anything or, you know, endorse anything that I haven't tried. I'm very, very honest. But honestly, I don't make a lot of money. So he thinks it's a waste of my time. And whenever I shoot, it's kind of like an argument. Yeah, I'm not in the best place of my marriage right now. Just FYI. Yeah, we're working on it, but it's tough because sometimes you want somebody that supports you. Like this makes me happy. Like I told you, it really, like, it would be my dream if I can do this as a, you know, a job and for a living. That would be, but you know, right now finances are tough, and that's why he's kind of like, you know, you should quit YouTube. I don't want to quit, and that's why I love doing these lives, because then I can squeeze some videos, because sometimes shooting has been hard and we're moving. So anyway, so as soon as he gets home, I will have to leave because he will get upset, and yeah, and he's not very supportive. And it makes me sad because I see a lot of people that are successful on YouTube, that their family support them. My family is not supported at all, at all. You guys are my support system, truthfully. So I really appreciate you guys so much. I don't want to cry, but it's been very hard sometimes because I'm like, I get so much love for you guys, but for my actual family, I mean, my immediate family here, because most of my family is in Brazil, they support me. My channel, they love it, but the family here, they just don't, you know, like, it's just because they don't understand. They feel like it's a little bit of a waste of my time. You know, it's not, YouTube is not what it used to be. People are not like millionaires on YouTube anymore. So even though I make very small commission, it's not a full-time job. So I hope that will become eventually, so I can continue doing this, and maybe he will be supportive of that. So sorry, as a side note, just because I had to pick up the phone. So once he gets home, I will have to stop the live. But that's why I'm glad that I was able to talk to you guys and show most of the products and, you know, hang out, because I love hanging out with you guys. And I find that in the weekends I get to see most of my friends. Like, you guys are my friends too. So I love it. So yeah, so the one that I wasn't satisfied, I think is being discontinued. I will for sure have a video on it. Sorry about the, you know, rambling, a little bit of a rambling on it, on my husband. I love him and I hope that he'll be more supportive in the future, but it is what it is right now. Yeah, so I'll definitely mention that to you guys, and it is nothing that is on the market right now, but there's one that just came in the market for the eye area, and I'm pretty sure it's probably safe because I've seen people testing it out, but I'm going to keep an eye on it, make sure people use it, and watch the reviews before I test it on my eyes, since I already damaged my eyeballs from the other device I tried, because the radio frequency, it goes really, really deep, so it just is something to be careful. And that device, I don't know if it's cleared. It was a long time ago, guys. So I kept it, and I will let you guys know. I don't remember the name of it, but I will mention in a future video. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I've been doing some lives during the week, but I only give like 5 minutes, you know, setup, because, you know, there was spring break, all kinds of things. And when my son is home, sometimes he, you know, I go out and he doesn't let me do it. And if my husband is home, he doesn't like it. So he's been working from home too. So I have to kind of do whenever I can. But I love doing the lives, and I want to do more lives. And on the new location that I will be able to have a more of a set schedule. So keep an eye on my channel for that, Michelle, because I love when you're here. You ask amazing questions. Hi, Darcy. Love your lives. Love you too so much. I love you when you're here. Haven't seen you in a bit. I'm still waiting for my Nira order February, hopefully shipping. Yeah, Nira has had such a backed up, and not just Nira, a lot of devices have had a lot of backup orders, because you know how it is now. It's a lot harder to get parts, and I think they get bottomed up, but it is coming, and you can at least see my results and, you know how it's going to work for you. But definitely I'm excited that you're getting it. It's going to work for you, but let me know once you get it, so if you ask any questions. But yeah, I hope your husband and your family will be able to support you at some point. Yes, I hope too. It's it's tough, but you know, it is life. Sometimes people understand, and sometimes, you know, he's not jealous or anything. He just feel like it's a waste of my time. He just feel like that is his main you know, problem with it. But because it does take a lot of time. A lot of times when I do videos, I have to edit, you know, which I love. I used to actually work for a living editing and shooting. I used to be a director. I actually made a feature film. Maybe one of these days I'll tell you my story. So this kind of feels like, you know, putting both of my passions together, you know, filmmaking or making content and videos, and also, you know, having a community, because you guys have been so supportive. And I think that's why my husband doesn't really watch my videos. He might watch the beginning to like, but he never really watches it. And if he's watching this, I hope that he eventually in the future will see that this is my passion, and this is not just a hobby. This is something I really wish I could do for a living, because it makes me happy, and it makes me so happy to help you guys too. It motivates me, and I love when you tell me that it's working for you, that it's motivating you. So I put a lot of work, I put a lot of love in my videos, and it does take a lot of time. That's why he gets upset, because he feels like the time and effort is not equal the income, you know, that I'll get from YouTube, which is very little. It's not like it used to be, guys, like the millionaires from YouTube a long time ago. But it's not so much about the money. I wish I could make more money, so that way I can actually, you know, be able to just do this for a living, which is wonderful. And that is my goal for this year. I'm hoping, you know, that this can be my profession, because I love it, and I love reviewing. I do put a lot of effort and work on it, so I find this like a job. But you know, I see what my husband's point is, and yeah, so I will have to get going, guys, because he is coming soon. So I want to be able to, you know, change and sets everything up, and spend time with my family, because it is the weekend as well. So I do get that as well. But I love you guys so much. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Make sure to check the comments. Put comments on if I go out of the live and I didn't answer your question. Just put it on the comments of this video, and I will come back and answer all your questions. I love you all so much. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.